The Doogee S61 Pro is a rugged smartphone that was launched in 2022 and it runs on Android 12, has 8GB of RAM, 128GB of storage and an additional of 512GB of storage can be added using a TF card. It has a 48MP main camera and 20MP night vision camera. It runs on 4G and it's a dual SIM phone with a 6-inch HD display and a larger battery capacity of 5180 milliamps, and also this phone supports NFC payments. This is the first overview of the box and inside there is the phone, limited warranty, user manual, a screen cleaning kit, the screen protector, a SIM card ejector, a fast charger, the charging cable, and a lanyard. The front of the phone has the camera and the earpiece at the top, and the size of the screen is 6-inch, and at the back there is an interesting transparent design that obviously can be changed using different kits which are available on the official website of Doogee. The phone has two cameras, one main and one night vision, with nice branding at the bottom and an integrated case that protects the phone properly. On the side there is a power button and lock button which can be set as a fingerprint reader, and the volume buttons plus and minus. On the other side there is a function button that can be configured and the SIM card tray. At the bottom there is the speaker, a well protected charging port and the microphone. At the top there is a 3.5 jack port, and all four corners of this phone are well protected, and at the bottom there is a slot to attach the lanyard. Considering the configuration of this phone, which is 8GB of RAM and the octa-core processor, as you can see the booting time is pretty decent. The screen has a resolution of 720 by 1440 and a refresh rate of 60Hz. The screen to body ratio is around 68%, which is a slight disadvantage, but if it would be more, let's say around 80%, then it would not have too much protection for the screen. Now I'm going to make a speed test to show you how fast this phone moves, and for this I will open Google Maps, which require quite a lot of memory, and it is fully loaded in around 5 seconds, which is not something to impress. The YouTube app took around 4 seconds and a half, which, still considering the configuration of this phone, I don't think this is pretty fast. In terms of performance, the Doogee S61 Pro is equipped with a MediaTek Helios G35 Ultra Gaming processor, 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, which can be expanded up to 512GB using an SD card. I would say in terms of performance, this is more or less suitable for daily activities such as browsing on the internet, using social media, watching movies, and it has also the ability of running most of the apps. In terms of gaming, based on the configuration of this phone, it can support some light games, and from what I have tested, the experience was satisfying, there were no lags, and the screen was pretty responsive. The weight of this phone, as you can see, is 267 grams. The back of this phone is very interesting, especially that it's transparent and you can see the NFC logo, but at the same time it can be easily scratched, and also it holds the fingerprints on this glossy surface. Now I'd like to show you what is the quality of the sound. You can adjust it using these buttons over here, plus and minus, which are quite responsive, or using this bar, which is also responsive. What I like about this phone is that if a speaker is located over here, not here at the back, and being located over here, the sound quality is very good. So I'm just going to pump up a bit the volume, and I'm just going to put the microphone a bit closer for you guys to hear. Now it's on max volume. And also I'd like to make another test. This is the sound quality if I hold the phone in my hand. As you can see, if I'm working something, doesn't interact because, as I said, the speaker is located over here. But if I flip the phone, like this for example, then this speaker will create some kind of funnel in my palm, and also the sound quality is quite good. The phone has an interesting function called the Easy Launcher, which loads a customizable interface with selected apps, and basically you can select what you would like to appear there just by clicking on the plus, or you can remove something that you don't want. There is also an app called the Children's Space, which allows you to set the duration of a specific time and select the apps that you would like to give the children access to. The calculator looks pretty normal, but it has this conversion function, and here you can see some options that you can use. In order to configure the function button, just go in the menu and you will find the easy key option, and you can select what the phone will happen if the button is pressed. Yeah, single click, double click, and also long press. There is also the option for this not to be active if from the list is selected none, and you can choose what app to open from the options available. In this case, I'm going to choose camera for the double click, and as you can see, if I press once, it's gonna open Google Chrome, and if I press twice, it's gonna open the camera. It also has an option called tool bag, but I will go into more details at the end of this video. The phone's camera features a 48 megapixel main camera and a 20 megapixel night vision camera, and in the next section of this video, I'll demonstrate the performance of these cameras and also provide the sound recording from the phone for you to evaluate the audio quality. And this is the performance of the camera during daytime. This is photo mode. I'm just gonna take a picture for you guys to see better, and it has a 4x zoom, so this is max that we can get with. And if I take a picture, this is the result. I'll say the camera performs quite well. It's a bit too saturated in my opinion, and it adapts very well to highs and lows. And for example, if I move it like this, the response rate is also very good. This is how selfie mode looks like, and I'd say that is the quality of pictures is very good. I'm just gonna take a selfie right now. This is how it looks like, a bit oversaturated as I said, but there is a catch over here. For example, now I'm holding the phone straight, and considering that the camera is located somewhere there, I'm not exactly in the middle, and I have to flip the phone somehow to the left side to be in the middle. I find this a bit annoying. This is the portrait mode. It creates some kind of effect here, and obviously I have different settings based on preference. And portrait mode, obviously, it is also available for the main camera. I don't understand why, because it's portrait. When maybe you take pictures of someone else, you have UHD mode. This one is for Ultra HD, different types of pictures, obviously. And UHD, you don't have the selfie camera. And if you press here on more, we have night mode, we have GIF, which is kind of interesting because you can create GIFs, and it goes like this. You press on this one, and you see here some seconds, and if you move the camera just like this, and you get like done, and I'm going to press here, and this is the result. So it creates a GIF exactly how we see it on the internet, which is very cool for these features to be on a phone. And if I press here on GIF, if you go here to more, obviously we have the Pro mode, and here we can select the white balance based on the preference. You can say ISO, the exposure compensation, plus and minus, auto exposure compensation. This is the shutter effect. And yeah, this is like for people who understand photography. And we have here the focus mode, and if I go here just to show you, as you can see, if I am adjusting the focus, uh, it's getting clear and then not focused. So yeah, if I go back to more, there's something else. You have the panorama mode, you have time lapse, and the intelligent scanning for barcodes, obviously. And yeah, this is the video mode. More or less is similar to photo mode, and the response rate is very good, even when if I move very fast, just like this. And the difference between highs and lows, I think the darks and light is very good. And if I go to selfie mode, it's exactly the same thing as with the picture mode. You have to flip the phone somehow to be in the middle, a bit annoying. This is the quality of the camera in the evening. As you guys can probably see, the response rate is not as good as I expected. But it is quite wide angle, which is kind of cool. And this is how it reacts to 4x. I'm just going to take a picture right here. And I'm just going to take a regular picture just for you guys to see. Probably like this, where is a bit of light. And one here where is a bit dark, and here it responds very well. Okay, and this is the video mode. Also, I would say it is very good. Also, the colors are very real, I would say, and there is not that much noise. So from this point of view, it's all fine. Now I'm gonna go on video selfie mode, and yeah, it's not very focused, but I cannot complain about the quality considering that it's very dark over here. And this is the photo mode. Photo mode, apparently it is better than video mode. Portrait mode, same thing as this thing here. Ultra HD, and for this one, as you can see, the red on Ultra HD is, I mean, the colors are more vibrant. And I'm just gonna take one shot. And now I'd like to show you the outdoor tools, and we have the height measurement. For this one you have to set your own height and then measure. I didn't get it properly how to use it. You have the compass, which looks like this. We have the gradient. Press on this one, and it looks like this. Well, I found something really strange. You have the flashlight over here. Obviously, the light at the front will activate. We have the hanging painting. So now I put a phone over here, as you can see, and it is very sensitive. So probably you have to use a tripod or something like this to get the best results. And we have here the magnifier, and basically this magnifier is like a loop, something like this. So basically you can zoom in quite a lot, and you can still get details. It is more or less like a camera, but magnifier. Yeah, you get the alarm bell, you have the flashlight. Now the flashlight, the front light at the front flashes. You have the alarm. And you have the screen flash. That's just kind of interesting. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that these ones are very helpful for people who work in construction. We have the protractor, and it looks like this. And we have the noise test while using this app. Allow. And yeah, we have the pedometer, and I have 683 steps so far. And if you see all, obviously here you can see all the dates. And if you go here to settings, you can select the set steps, and you set a daily goal, for example. And as well, you can stop counting steps based on your preference. So yeah, more or less that's it. Overall, I consider the Doogee S61 Pro to be very well built with an interesting design at the back. In terms of performance, I still think that it does a pretty good job. It has a large battery capacity that should last a long time, and what I find to be its strongest point is the night vision camera and the tool bag option, which is very practical for people who work in construction. Considering that this is a rugged phone at a very affordable price, I still recommend it for daily activities and also outdoor work.